We are live. What's going on, Andrew? How are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Oh, dude, today's actually been really good. I spent the majority of the day working on a mind map and trying to get it all set up because I give the mind map out to my community. It has it lays out exactly how to wholesale from step 1 to 10 steps. But I've been working on that nonstop, dude. How about you? What you been up to today?
I love it. Well, I just rolled in from looking at what I thought was 3 properties on one parcel. Turned out to include the vacant lot right next to it. And I made the offer to the guy. He's like, yeah, but what about this? And I was like, well, what do you think that's worth? He said tax value is $3,500, so probably $5K. I'm like, let's go up $5K. I'm good.
Done. So you kind of threw him a bone there, huh?
Yeah, threw him a bone because I think it'll work.
Dude, I love it. That's awesome. And that's great that you did that because you could have just been like, yeah, how about 25?
Yeah.
And that's, you built a relationship, I'm assuming. Maybe you already know this guy, but he's definitely going to trust you going forward.
Oh yeah, we connected. We connected because this property is right in the same neighborhood as my very first rental house and the house I lived in for a little while. So we were talking about old school days in that neighborhood. So it was awesome.
I love it. All right, man. Well, hey, everybody, this is the Payneless Wholesaling Podcast. And if you guys have not tuned in, what I do is I interview experts that do deals. I talk to them about how they do deals, and hopefully anything that we dissect from us chatting can help you guys go and get more deals. That's the purpose of listening. Why else would you listen unless it can help you make some more money, right?
Right.
So anyway, Andrew, thanks for coming. We met through the family. You're in Tom Kroll's group with me. And, if anybody's watching this is sick of me going live all the time, deal with it because 100 days I ain't stopping, right? And Andrew, go follow my man Andrew. We'll get down to his stuff at the end, but he goes live too. He drops a lot of nugs for you guys, so you can check him out. But Andrew, for the people that don't know you, and we just met kind of right briefly before this, tell us about yourself. Who are you? Who is Andrew?
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. So, I'm going live too. It's a challenge, and you're better than I am, but I'm going.
You're cooler than I am, for sure.
This counts.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So, short version, been in real estate for about 15 years. Started out 2007, and if you guys remember, your cat could get a loan back in 2007. It was pretty much anybody could get anything. I was straight out of college. And I didn't want to live at home with my parents anymore. I did 2 months there from out of college. I was like, that's it. And found a house, didn't know what I was doing, had zero clue. I called the realtor and I was like, oh yeah, his name's out there. He'll help me out. Of course, no. He was on that seller's side, so I didn't get any discount. I didn't get anything done. But thankfully, I was young and dumb and first-time home buyer. So I came out of that closing with a check for $350. Because of the first-time homebuyer credits, all kinds of stuff. So
nice,
absolutely zero money down. So that's how I started, and I rented the rooms. This was house hacking before it had a name. I rented the rooms to my buddies, and then I moved out about 10 months later because I got a real job, and so that's what started it. And the bug was kind of there where I thought real estate was going to be my retirement. These houses would be paid off in 30 years, and then I would enjoy my retirement because I worked in hospitality. I was a hotel manager and just not great retirement systems right there. Okay. So I was planning for that, which, most people, I guess, aren't thinking like that young, but luckily for me, I was there. I bought a couple more houses with that same mindset until 2013, 14, 15 ish. I was married, kids were coming. They were multiplying. We had 3 of them, and they were 4 and under, so they just kept coming.
Wow!
And my wife and I were like, you know what? This waiting 30 years thing is cool and all, but is there a better way? And so we actually had the book Hold. I think it's a Gary Keller book. It's the yellow one of the series. That got me thinking about, okay, we can make money today with these rentals. And then went from there to Robert Kiyosaki, to Bigger Pockets, to Wholesaling Inc. Just went down into the rabbit hole of, oh my gosh, real estate investing actually can be cash flow today. We can make money today. And so we made a goal. My wife and I in 2016 said we're going to flip houses so that we can acquire rental properties, so that she was supposed to quit her job first.
Right.
Turned out I quit. I quit October 2018, and then she left her job December 2018. And we've been full-time real estate ever since. So
awesome.
Long story, sort of short.
That's really cool, man. And you're currently in one area, right? One market.
Yeah, Columbia, South Carolina. We basically take on the Midlands, is what we call it, the middle of the state. We will go as far as Augusta, Georgia, and if we can drive there, we're pretty much looking at it.
Have you ever been tempted to like try multiple markets, like other major metros, or is Columbia, South Carolina always done you good?
Certainly been tempted. Let's not get that wrong. Of course, I've got that entrepreneur spirit of, there's something else out there. Some distractions usually, but we did actually we put some heavy marketing into that Augusta, Georgia market, and we were getting deals. But what we found is that our business model doesn't work in a different market, because we treat our sellers and our network as we're here, we're the local buyers. We are the community. And that's what brings our big deals, is being in our own network. So when we were reaching out, it was a struggle. We were not in our comfort zone. We weren't in our wheelhouse, and we tried it. And thankfully, my wife and I, we were able to say, you know what, this isn't us. We're trying to do something that's not our forte. So we stopped it, and we still get deals there, but we started partnering. We got a great partner down there that would do all the dispo. They would do the buying, the dispo, everything.
Yeah, they had the relationships maybe a little bit more, right? So the reason why I asked you that is because I feel like over the last 2 years, I don't know if I'm big in like seeing what other people are doing. They've done a really big push for nationwide wholesaling.
Yeah.
You've seen all that?
Absolutely.
So I bit into that. I was like, let's freaking do it.
Yeah.
And I got my pay-per-click campaign. I started marketing nationwide. I was getting leads all over the place. I got extremely good at dispoing properties in the middle of nowhere, but it was a lot of work. Yep. Extremely amount. You did in Augusta, so you saw the amount of work it took to get those deals versus your own market where you had the relationships of the community. It's just way better when you're just when you can master one area, right?
That's how we run it. And I know the nationwide push was out there, and it looks good, and it's like, oh man, it's so easy. It's just tweaking some AdWords, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. You're learning a new skill set, you're learning a new market, and you're spreading yourself thinner than really focusing on your own backyard or a backyard. You could still be the local house buyer. And you don't have to live here, but if you work it like you do, it can work. So
yeah, and it works, right? It works for some people. It worked for us, but I was just like, dude, there's just a better way, and it's in your own market, and that's why I'm glad we're talking about it. So, can you tell me a little bit more about how you've been able to make your backyard your market, where you're working, like work for you?
Absolutely. One of the biggest things we did was in the very beginning when we said we're going to go full time. Even before that, we started a little meetup. We started meeting at lunchtime. Because I managed a hotel, I had a free meeting space. I just ordered pizza, and we just put the word out. This was Bigger Pockets time back then, so I just put it on Bigger Pockets and just said, "Hey, y'all come over. Let's talk."
Sorry, can you still do it on Bigger Pockets or not? No.
You can. Okay. But now we put it on like meetup.com as well. Mm-hmm. And so if you're in the area, come by, let's talk real estate. And that just started growing to where our network, the people that knew who we were, was starting to get bigger. And so what we wanted to be was the hub of the bicycle wheel, right? You got all these spokes going out. And so what happened is we found people that were doing amazing stuff right in our market that we never knew. Turns out we hired a coach from that. This guy started showing up, and he'd been doing it for 10 years, and they were crushing it. But they came to our little pizza party to talk real estate because it was local, right? It was getting networked.
And you had pizza too.
And we had pizza, I mean, I had to eat. That was really selfish. It was for me.
They got them out.
They got them out. So we started that, and then once I left the hotel business, we started it for real. So we do a meetup, a full size meetup once a month, and then some smaller stuff where we walk properties every month, that kind of stuff. So we're bringing people to us so that we can grow our network, because like most people, I'm sure most people in your group, the average Joe doesn't talk real estate. Mm-hmm. They just don't get it, which and we're sitting here like, why not? Like Thanksgiving dinner, I'd tell you all about it, but nobody else in the family cares, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about it. So your network is so small of people that can help you build your real estate business. So getting together with other people in the community, this I feel like it's the only way to get started. Like it's the only way to grow your business efficiently. Obviously, you can do it the other ways, but to grow it efficiently.
I agree with you. I mean, I talk to agents that have been in the game for like 30, 40 years, and they're like, dude, I just get deals just sent to me just because I know everybody. And it's like, man, imagine that model where no marketing, just straight relationships and just crushing deals with zero marketing spend, low overhead.
Absolutely. And so what we found and what we were just talking about is the people in our group and us included and the students, we have a handful of students that we've taught. And every time it seems like that first deal, that second deal, the first few comes like within arm's reach. It's either our second deal was across the street from our first house.
Mm-hmm.
It's either like one of our students now, her mom is out there hunting for her. She's like, oh, I know this street. It's got 2 houses on it. I'm going to go get them for you.
Amazing.
It's somebody in your network has that first deal. And the cool thing is if you actually get a referral like that agent's talking about, people just bring them to you. Those are the ones that don't go anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
When it comes to you, that's it. You're not fighting over it.
Right.
That's it.
It's great. It's a great deal. So let me ask you this, because I have a meetup that I'm doing tomorrow. I started one. I started about 3 months ago. First one I did, 3 people showed up. Second one I did, it was like 2. The third one, it was like 2. So I'm putting it out there, and some people are coming. Maybe they don't want to drive. Maybe I'm not that cool. I don't know. What do you do to make your meetup successful? Did you struggle with people showing up at the beginning? Like what attracted them? Because I do pizza too. And then no one comes, or they come and I'm like, you guys hungry? And they're like, not really. And I'm like, I ain't getting pizza then.
No more pizza.
No more pizza. So tell me.
The easy solution, and this isn't a long-term solution. This isn't going to build it, but this is to get people there today, is beer. So you throw beer at them and they'll show up.
Got it. All right.
But that's not going to keep people there for long. That'll get you one good push, right?
Okay,
the next thing is building the community. And so when we have our meetups, it is 100% about the people in the room. And I actually start off by saying, what is your agenda? Like, why are you in this room? And I give them a chance to think about it. And like, if whatever the reason you're here, you either need to write it down or have it memorized. And then you need to tell the people around you, because what that meetup is for is not for you, is not for me. It's for everyone in the room to start building a business based on a network that we can all help each other. You know, it's the rising tide lifts all boats.
I'm gonna write some of this down, because I mean this is a podcast, but at the same time I'm learning from you, because I'm about to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yes. So that's the reason, and that's what people will come back for, is if you are giving them something for them. And so we always have either a local presenter that's going to give a hot topic or something like that, or a nationwide speaker, and zero selling. So we do not sell anything. When they come in, we do not want it to be like, hey, come buy this guy's course, or come back on Saturday and pay $1,000 and he'll show you how to door knock, or whatever it is. Like, that's not why we're here. If they want to buy something, if they want to buy the next gadget or widget or whatever, they'll find it, right?
Okay.
Come to this meetup to network, learn, and do deals. That's the 3 things that we do.
So you asked them to come to the meeting to network. What was the other one? Network, learn how to do deals.
Network, learn, and then do deals. Because what will happen is everyone in the room, eventually you'll start having deals in the room to sell, to buy. You'll start selling deals right there in the room, it happens just about every time we meet up.
Okay. And do you do any like promotions, like on Meetup? Do you pay some ads? Like what do you do with Meetup? Because I have Meetup too, and I just didn't know if there's something to put.
I thought you could do an ad in meetup.com, but it didn't work. So we've never paid for an ad. I actually might do a paid ad on Facebook where our next meeting is Tuesday. So we're thinking about, which is in like 6 days. So we were going to do 5 days of ads just to see if it does anything. Cause it's super cheap. Like to do a targeted Facebook ad local, it's going to be super cheap. So we're going to try it, but we've never needed it. The room's been full.
Did it start out like that, or was it kind of scarce in the beginning?
Well, when we were doing just the lunches, we would have 15 people maybe, which was a really good lunch because you could get to talk to people. Then we went to nighttime. We've gone 50, 60, 70 people, which is a good size room in our market. And it's I'd say it's probably the biggest meetup in our market. And so there was a need for it. I think when we started, people were looking for something. And so they found it with us, and they've kind of stuck with it. And then word of mouth starts growing, and it's amazing. Every single month, half of the people are brand new, never been there.
Wow.
It's insane. It's insane.
So 50% of the attendees every month are new.
Yeah.
You know what that means? It means deals.
That's right. It means they're either ready to buy, they might have something, or they're trying to learn what their next step is. And so that's where we try to help them along.
I love it. And you coach too, right?
We do a little bit. Mm-hmm.
How much of that? I'm just curious, out of the meetup, do you have an idea of how many deals that come from it, or how many coaching students come from it? Do you get more students? Do you get more deals? Is it even?
So as far as deals, we haven't segmented to say this deal came from that meetup, but in all from networking. So this is unpaid referral networking. It's about 35% of our business. So
that's a lot, brother.
Right. With zero paid marketing on that. So you're talking over $300,000 a year that's coming through that way. So some of it, of course, is from the meetup. Some of it's from other networking. So we have other agents that might send it to us. So that's huge.
Ain't nothing better than getting a deal with no spend, right?
Right. Nothing better than that deal showing up in your text messages like, hey, do you want this? Yes, absolutely. And then as far as students, all of the students have come from that meetup. And honestly, we didn't set out to coach anybody. But people started asking and wanting help. And part of my soft spot in my heart is coaching and teaching. Before, this is a dumb story, I actually was telling it earlier. 2017, I graduated with my master's in international hospitality because I was managing hotels. And the reason I got it is because I was going to be a professor. I said, I want to go teach at the college for hospitality. And because I like to teach, like that's God gives us all a gift. And I think that's one of mine. And so I was like, I'm going to teach hospitality, man. This is going to be great. Let me get my master's so they'll hire me. And then literally 6 months later, I was totally out of that business and I'm in real estate. So that $30,000 master's degree is hanging. Well, no, it's not hanging anywhere. It's in the attic. So
you got to get that thing, put that out somewhere.
Yeah, I might have to put it up on the wall. But so that's, I have a soft spot for coaching and teaching. I'll sit here and tell you everything about it. And so people were coming and saying, I want help. Can you help me? Can you coach me? Can you teach me? And we started real slow. One person, amazing story. He's a immigrant from another country in South America. And he's been here. Great job. Wonderful job. Got kids, but he doesn't want to stay at that job forever because it kind of eats him up. Like that's not his job. And we helped him start a business that's now, he gets paid the same amount, but he keeps working because he's got those kids and the wife. He's trying to get to where he can quit the other one, but he makes the same amount in real estate as he does in his W-2. Wow. And so we've done a couple of people, right? A couple of people have done that. We've been coaching one-on-one, and now we actually got a program where we're going to teach people how to do exactly what we just said, which is find your deal in your network. Find it right now with your current resources.
I'm going to have to sign up for you.
Yeah, man. Come on in.
So I took some notes. I want to just read them and just see for people that are watching this, if they want to start a meetup, I want to write this down and make sure I got it. Is that cool? Can I
Yeah,
repeat?
absolutely. Yep.
So we got usually try to get a local presenter. And is that just because it's a new flavor? It's not always you talking. It's someone else, so they're looking forward to. Is that right?
Oh yeah. So if I'm presenting, and I do present 2 or 3 times a year, if I'm presenting, then I have someone else open it up. So I have someone else lead off because, like you said, you go live once or twice a day, people are tired of you.
They're
So
like, forget this guy. I already heard
yeah,
enough.
they don't want to listen to me. Like, I'm not the hero in the story, right? It's everyone in that room's story, and we're just writing it. So I don't want to be up there the whole time. They don't want to see me up there the whole time. And frankly, I probably start nerding out on numbers too much, and they're like, "Dude, just that's too much." Like,
Right.
so, um, so yes, we will have someone else do a presentation, but they can't sell. They can't come up there and try to pitch something. We want them to bring valuable content. So we had Adrian up last month, I think it was, and he was talking about buying mobile homes and how he buys mobile homes and cash flows with them. And I'm telling you, the people in that room, they were just like, their eyes were open, their mouths had dropped. Like, what? You can make that kind of money, and that's stuff that we have mobile homes, but I'm not an expert in it.
Yeah.
And so he was there to give um, expert numbers and tactics and marketing and how to do it. So that's what we bring. And it helps. And if you're going to start a meetup, it can't be about you. Like, it cannot be Nathan's meetup and come meet me because I'm amazing, right?
Right.
That's not going to help anybody. So if you are able to serve and give back to your community, then people will show up.
I love it. And that might be something wrong with my meetup is it's got like me be like, hey, real estate it's called the Wholesaling Real Estate Mastermind, but it's got a picture of me. Maybe it's like, maybe it just needs to be a little bit more generic. Is that what you're kind of thinking? Like, it can't be about me?
Right. So it's funny you say it. We just added my picture to ours, but it wasn't there for the last 4 years.
Okay. So don't make the meetup about you. I love it.
Right.
About you. Okay. That's a good thing I'm gonna have to implement, right?
Yep.
Let's see. So I do have a question. So you said this meetup didn't really exist, or like maybe you felt like, hey, this wasn't there. Let me fill that void when you started it. Mm-hmm. What if, and where I live, there's multiple meetups, even on the same day that I do mine? Do you recommend just trying to grow yours, trying to provide massive value, or do you think I should just say, hey, let me just go to the other ones and network there? Why do I need to start my own?
Well, who are you, right? Do you want to be the hub of the bicycle wheel and have people coming to you as the expert and bringing deals to you? Or do you want to just be in somebody else's room and overhearing the deals coming through?
No, I want, the hub. I want to be the bicycle guy.
All right. Yeah. Then you got to, as our friend Zach said the other day, put your big boy pants on.
I got to beat out the competition, baby.
Yeah, that's right. You got to beat them out. And the way that people will show up at yours as opposed to the other ones is you have to tell them why you're different. Okay. Traditional meetups, it's about the money, right? It's about how can I get money out of this group? How can I get people to pay me a membership or buy a course from this guy who's speaking? That's not our model at all. Now, of course, like I said, people will buy deals from us or bring us deals, or if they want like a personal coaching, like there might be some of that, but that is never the focus. It's come, learn, get going, motivated. We do a lot of motivation, like, hey, get your butt out of the seat and go do something. So you have to tell people why you're different and understand if you're in a market that there's got multiple meetups, just be ready for someone to say, negative things about you.
This meetup blows compared to the one I went to last week.
Yep. And you're going to get that, right? So just be ready for it and know that you're in it. If you're in it for the right reasons, which is ultimately the community, if you're there to grow a community, it will come. Like, they will see that. They will see what you're given that is different. And then they'll tell their friends.
You know what, man? I got to tell you something that I just thought of that I think would be fun. So I always loved cereal. I loved cereal growing up. It was like my dream to own a cereal bar. So in college, I opened up a cereal bar. So I leased out this place, bought a bunch of cereals, got all the milks, had bands playing, had people hanging out in college, and lost money on it, of course, because you don't make money on cereal. I had a good time. Yeah. So I was like, what if I was like, hey, come and talk about real estate and let's eat cereal together? And I just thought that, I had a thought. I already did it in high school. I mean, not high school, college. What if I just brought it over to real estate and people might have fun and think, hey,
yeah,
cereal,
why not? Why not? It's catchy, right? Tell them why. Yeah.
You tell me what cereals you want. I'll bring them to the meetup. Let's go.
Right. Cinnamon Toast Crunch coming.
That's right. And that might be an idea because I want to have fun with this. If it's not about selling, like you're saying, if it's not about trying to pitch people, let's just have a good time and hang out.
Yep.
Right.
That's what it's about.
So I like that. So we got the zero selling, local presenter. To spice it up, don't be the person that starts if you want to be the main, the hub. With people when they go there, try to get to know everyone and ask them why they're there and say, hey, let everyone know why you're here and connect. So kind of get them out of their comfort zone, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we make it a point that they have to get out of their comfort zone. Otherwise, they're going to sit there, they're going to be quiet, they're going to sit in the corner, and then they'll leave and never come back.
Yeah, so get them out.
I give that speech about why are you here? We want to know why you're here. And then I give them permission to tell people why they're here so they don't feel awkward about it. And I say, all right, stand up right now. You got 2 minutes. Tell, 3 people why you're here, that kind of thing. So like, you got to give them permission and kick them to be uncomfortable. That's what makes ours a little bit different is you can't just come. We don't want you to come and sit in the back and be anonymous. That's not a community. That doesn't serve them. That doesn't serve the community. That doesn't serve their family, right? They're there for a reason. And if you let them come in and leave without getting anything out of it, then you're failing them and the community. So you have to push it. You have to make them get uncomfortable.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
Wow, man, this has been great. I mean, this is a podcast, but hey, man, I genuinely try to learn from everyone I come, talk to, and I got my notes taken down. I got to take some action. I really have my meeting tomorrow, so I'm getting rid of my face on there. I'm gonna put some cereal bowls on the graphics and be like,
cereal bowls.
Let's go. Who wants some cereal and wants to talk real estate and cereal talk? Let's go.
That's right. There's Lucky Charms. There's some houses in the marshmallows, right?
Yeah, there is, man. There's a lucky house.
There you go.
That's funny. Hey, man. So this has been great. Do you what else? Do you have any other nugs or anything you'd like to drop for the people watching? I know you probably have like a Facebook group or something I can send people to, but anything you want to talk about specifically before we wrap it up?
Yeah, man, I would just say what I say to our group is get your butt out there, get uncomfortable, take the Snuggie off, quit watching Dances with Stars or whatever that show is, get off the couch, get uncomfortable. If you're listening to this, it's because God has put something in your brain, in your heart, and you're not living up to where you should be. So you're seeking for something. So go out there, get uncomfortable. There's a line, you got doubt. Most people are sitting there like, I doubt this will work. Of course, Nathan can go out there and wholesale houses because he's so handsome and like cereal. But
brother,
but they doubt that they can do it. And I'm telling you, just on the other side of doubt, if you can get to where you're uncomfortable and push through that, then the belief is there. You start discovering all brand new things, and it's phenomenal. You actually see that you can do this business. So, like I said earlier, man, that first deal is probably in your network. It's probably within arm's reach right now. So go out there and find it.
So where can they find you? I mean, I like what you're saying. I'm sure everybody likes what you're saying. Where can they find you?
So it's easy. AndrewRLucas.com. That will take you to our page for the meetup and connect. You can, send me an email. All that stuff is there. You can connect with us right there. AndrewRLucas.com.
All right, hold on. I'm going to do something real quick. .com. Let's see. Is that it right there? AndrewRLucas.com.
You got it.
You guys heard it here first. AndrewRLucas.com. Go over there. Check my man out. He has dropped some gems for me. I'm literally just going to go and change some. I got a meetup tomorrow.
Get on it, man.
I'll be accountable to you. I'll say, hey, man, this time we had 4 people. Let's go.
Hey, that's 25%. What is that? 33% increase right there. Go.
Hey, anything works, right? So if you're watching this, and you're in Columbia, go to his meetups, hit him up. If you're in Salt Lake City, Utah, come to mine tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I know there's some competition. There's some other stuff. Hey, I'm going to have cereal. All right, commit. I'm going to get you some. What's your favorite cereal, by the way?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man, all day.
I love it. You know what I like? I like Cinnamon Life. Have you ever had Cinnamon Life?
I don't think so.
It's good. It's one of those like lower tier ones that maybe people haven't heard about, but
Yeah.
You eat it. And I was just thinking, I was like, okay, so if I do this in this office I'm at, I'm gonna probably have to get like paper like bowls and plastic spoons. People might be like, what the heck is this? So I might step up and get some real bowls. Who knows?
Man, it's all what you want to be, man. It's all about what you want to be.
Cool. Well, Andrew, hey, we're in Tom Kroll's together in the family. If you need anything from me, I'm there for you. And just let me know. All right.
All right, man. Sounds great. I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good day.
See ya.
Bye.